Cheers.
I'd love to take Noah. How are you, bud? Very good, thank you. How are you? After this, we're gonna start running.
I don't think you need that.
Oh, good.
We got Aiden right next to you.
If you'd all stand for the national anthem. Good evening and welcome to tonight's ceremonies. We are very excited and proud of these students and happy to be outside. My name is Jen Corrigan and I am the principal of Gorham Middle High School. I would like to welcome you to tonight's graduation ceremony. Before we get underway, a friendly reminder to keep us all safe. Please remain in your vehicle or within close distance, such as to place a hand on your vehicle at any time. Please continue to practice social distancing. We really appreciate it. A graduation ceremony is always such a special occasion. the culmination of years of hard work, the actualization of goals attained, and the acknowledgement of successes achieved. So, it is only fitting that tonight we commemorate the road that we have all traveled together these many years. I would like to specifically thank our distinguished guests, parents, siblings, and extended families for your continued support. I also want to thank Senior Class Advisor Ms. Lemoyne, her assistant Ms. Terrio, Mrs. Haynes for coordinating and arranging the many details of tonight's ceremony, the Dean of Students, Ms. Griglovich, along with our faculty for their tireless efforts in providing a world-class education for these students. From the custodial crew to the Chem-Free Committee, a lot of people have put a lot of effort into this evening's events, and thank you, all of you. Seniors, on behalf of the staff at Gorham Middle High School, I want you to know how proud we all are of you. And now, it was great pride that I present to all of you the graduating class of 2020. And now I call on Trevor Doherty to present the Above and Beyond Leadership Award.
We recognize that there are times that our senior class members perform exceptional deeds in leadership that prove instrumental in their class's success. These exceptional deeds deserve to be celebrated. The Above and Beyond Award is designed to express our gratitude for this classmate's exceptional effort to make our events and our experiences so successful. This senior has extended herself personally with time, attention, energy, and resources way beyond what we expected. Her efforts were unselfishly made on behalf of her peers, and she always seemed to do it behind the scenes. Her leadership style is to lead by example, to speak up for those who are not able to, and to work tirelessly to make sure that everything the class needed to accomplish was the best it could be. I'm honored to present the Above and Beyond Leadership Award to my good friend, Cindy LeClaire.
Thank you. Now I would like to call on Carly Cordwell for presentation of staff appreciation.
Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing well on this special day. We're all so happy to be at this point. We wanted to take a moment to honor, congratulate, and celebrate a teacher here tonight who has dedicated almost 4 decades to our school district. Throughout the time that this teacher has spent here in our district, he coached varsity soccer for 36 years, he coached girls varsity basketball for 4 years, and boys basketball for 25 years. Now he has ended his athletic professional career by being an amazing athletic director. He has been truly dedicated to the youth of the community and invested so much time and effort during his tenure. Mr. Griglovich, it is truly incredible all that you have played a part in and all the lives that you have touched. You have coached sports, taught gym class, and organized our athletic schedules even during most difficult times, but you have really done so much more than that. You have attended and made sure we had everything we needed at our home games. You have followed up with us about the details of how it went. You've celebrated us on our victories and helped pick us up when we were down or had a tough loss. You were there when our teams would make the playoffs, and you'd come no matter where in the state you had to travel. You have experienced some amazing victories yourself as a coach and created memories with alumni members that will certainly never forget those seasons, teams, or their coach and their experience at GMHS. These memories are captured on banners, and it will remain an extension of your legacy. We all know that this year hasn't ended the way that we all wished it could. It makes it even harder when you are retiring from something you love so much. But we all want you to understand how much we have appreciated all you have done for us, Mr. Grivich. All of your time put into making things work throughout the years has never gone unnoticed. It will be very hard for many to not see you in the halls every day, not have you at Winter Carnival explaining the rules for the 14th time, and not hearing you make your funny jokes. But we definitely know that we will see you time and again in the stands and sidelines, cheering and supporting us when your schedule allows. There are many ways to honor someone, and the GMHS staff of the class of 2020 wanted to ensure we found a unique and special way to honor Mr. Grivich for his service and dedication to all aspects of education, including athletics. After all, Mr. Grivich played sports for Gorham High School, he has cheered on and coached his own children through their athletic experiences, he has coached our teams, and now he has ended his career as being an athletic director, attending contests and supporting the student athletes. Mr. Grivich, we would like you to know that we are having a tribute designed for you that will go behind the Gorham Middle High School home bench in the gym, where you spent so much of your time during your career. It will be a permanent reminder that you have made your mark and have positively impacted all of our lives. You and your family will be invited to attend a small ceremony at a later date. We will never forget the difference you have made in all of our lives. I know you will never forget the sound of the school bell, the face of the happy kids, the shouts of joy on exciting wins and accomplishment, and all the memories that you have shared. Thank you for choosing now to retire so we can all go out together. When thinking about his retirement, I saw a quote, and it said, "After climbing the mountain, you can finally enjoy the view." But Mr. Grivich is a person that enjoyed every second of the climb. He had fun every step, every sight along the journey, and it is no doubt that you have helped many people enjoy the climb as well, Mr. Grivich, and we all hope that you can really enjoy the view. On behalf of the Gorham Middle High School staff and the class of 2020, we want to congratulate you, Mr. Grivich, on a truly outstanding career. We are happy to honor you and wish you happiness for the new life that is open to you. If Mr. Grivich could please come up and receive a token of appreciation from the class of 2020.
And now, salutatorian, Anna Robarge, with Imperfections, our perfections.
Hello everyone. I would like to begin by setting a scene for all of you. Picture yourself sitting at a table in your absolute favorite restaurant. Sitting across from you is the one person you have always wanted to meet, whether it be Ryan Reynolds, Perry the Platypus, or Beyonce. As you are talking to this person, the food gets delivered and you discover that it is your favorite meal of all time. And when you take a bite, it tastes just as expected. Perfect. While eating, you hear music. Not just any restaurant music, but music from your absolute favorite playlist. At this moment, nothing else in the world can bother you. This night feels, dare I say it, perfect. What if I were to now tell you that the people sitting in the next booth over were talking extremely loud, the check was double the standard price, and the server was in a bad mood because they were working overtime? Would this make the night no longer perfect? These imperfections on what was supposed to be the perfect night may have seemed to ruin it, or to take away your enjoyment. Haven't we all experienced a time in our life when everything seemed to be going well and life decides to just take away the enjoyment? Take now, for example. This was an unexpected turn of events. It doesn't matter how much we long to make this experience less difficult or how hard you try to seek the positive, this situation is most definitely not perfect. I'm not going to stand here and tell you that perfection is impossible or that we should all strive for perfection. I'm here to tell you how imperfections in my life have actually made it perfect, and how we can do the same for our current situation. Throughout my high school career, I have accomplished many of my goals, like making it to senior year. winning a cross-country race, and spreading kindness. But I have also failed several of my goals. I have fallen in a race, figuratively and literally. I've gotten grades most would define as poor, and I've even regret some decisions that I've made. During these moments, it seemed quite easy for me to fall in the trap of despising failure, like despising those people sitting in the next booth over who are being obnoxiously loud. But I don't like to choose the easy way out. Beginning with freshman year, there was an instance in my life when everything seemed lost. I felt like my entire world had been crushed and there was no point in ever trying again, like how many may feel right now. What I didn't know is that this failure, this imperfection of life, was the start to my perfect high school career. While searching for a way out of the darkness of freshman year, several individuals, staff, family, and friends went out of their way to light my path. Whether intended or not, this community of people brought me on a totally different path. A path focused less on how I got an 80 on that English essay, a path focused less on how I came in 11th at that race, a path that showed me how hard I worked to get that 80, or how that person in 10th really needed the win. I saw life from a different point of view, a happier point of view. To make sense out of this, I'm going to take you back to the restaurant analogy. As I said before, the people next to you are being loud. But what if I were to tell you they were loud due to the inability to hear that comes with old age? Or what if the reason the bill was so expensive was due to the fact that half of the proceeds were going to the Make-A-Wish Foundation? Or the server was upset about working overtime because he's missing his daughter's dance recital? Would this change your perspective of the perfect night that seemed to be ruined? If you answer yes to this question, then you would be seeing this imperfect night from a different point of view, a view that made it still seem perfect. This is how my experience during freshman year, although filled with several imperfections, stood out as perfect. As the years continued, several more imperfections entered into my life. In fact, this year I battled an imperfection that seemed like it would push the light back out of my life. My running this year was slow. But before you all laugh at me, because most don't view this as a problem at all, allow me to explain what part running has in my life. Starting with freshman year, I became attached to the feeling of hard work, dedication, and exhaustion that came with running. I started to set goals and standards for myself. With enough hard work, I began to win races and become an actual competitor in others' eyes. I began to think that Meet a Champions was within grasp. I had my eyes set on running top 20 in states and making it to Meet a Champions, and senior year was the year I was going to do it. Let's just say I was wrong, and it crushed me. My season was filled with slow miles, constant leg pain, and occasional tears of disappointment. Now, as I said earlier, I could have continued to look at this failure straight on and refuse to consider any other factors, but I had past experiences in my cross-country family to help me refute this option. Slowly, my path was lit once again. I learned that I did not need to run fast. I was coming in almost last place, but I was happy. Every race I finished with a smile. Running was fun again. Yes, at the states meet, I did not come anywhere near the top 20. In fact, I was in the bottom 20. But that no longer mattered. I was happy, and still, I am happy. Yes, I am slow, and I failed my goal, but that imperfection actually made my life more perfect. I learned how to enjoy running. How to use this enjoyment to help others. How to push harder than I ever did when getting first place. Before high school and the help of this Gorham community, I would have walked into the restaurant with a straight gaze. Those loud people would have just been annoying. The prices would have been ridiculous. The waiter would have been rude, and the night would have been imperfect. Standing here now, almost at the end of my high school career, I can confidently say that this restaurant experience would now seem perfect to me. Seeing life from this point of view has helped me turn my failures into accomplishments, my tears to smiles, my anger to kindness. Now, you may be wondering, how can we possibly apply this to the situation we are dealing with now? Although this quarantine is not our imperfection, it is an imperfection that has entered all of our lives. And if I have learned anything throughout my high school career, imperfections can be our perfections. Everyone deserves the full enjoyment of life, regardless of the obstacles that stand in our way. So together, let us learn how to take off the mask and reveal the positivity within. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Now I'd like to call Noor Akhtar, valedictorian, with his speech, Sweet and Sour.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the class of 2020, I would like to welcome all faculty, parents, family, and friends to the 96th graduation ceremony of Gorham High School. Thank you for your sincere dedication, for the tireless service and countless hours you put towards shaping us into the people we have become. With deep gratitude, we thank you for everything you have done, because without you, none of us would be here today. I'd like to begin by saying that never in a million years would I have thought that graduation would be held at the foot of a mountain, 6 feet apart from my classmates, all wearing masks. Yet, here we are. And it feels pretty awesome. While you may be curious as to the hidden intricacies behind the seemingly simple title of this speech, you might find it amusing to know that rather than from the complex recesses of my imagination, inspiration struck as I laid my eyes on order number 56 of the Dynasty Buffet menu, sweet and sour chicken. I know, it's genius. Although the origins of my speech may be comical, I intentionally chose to center it around a lighter topic. With everything going on around the world right now, I felt something cheerful to lighten the mood would be better. I suppose the best place to begin would be around 4 years ago when I first drove through town. While I'd like to claim my initial reaction was all sunshine and daisies, I remember it being more along the lines of, dude, this is literally like Storybrooke from Once Upon a Time. I mean, a small remote town in the northeast surrounded by woods. I honestly was half expecting the evil queen to walk out of town hall. Finding out that there were only 100 kids in the school only fanned my suspicions. But at the same time, a slightly twisted and strangely comforting thought came to mind. What if these kids have never had contact with the outside world? I might actually be the trendsetter here. Me, the trendy one. Excited with renewed hopes of popularity and social prowess, I strolled down the halls of Gorham High School for my first class. To my surprise, this was not the case. In fact, the kids were trendier than me. The teachers were trendier than me. Within my first week at Gorham, I had to ask a friend the meanings of the word lit and wicked. A realization began creeping on me that even in a small school like this, I was most definitely not street smart. That's when I paused to shed a silent tear as my dreams of popularity and swagger drowned before my very eyes. Despite this acute disappointment about my future as a cool kid, I was pleasantly surprised to find a barrage of students huddled around me on my first day in French class. Wow, I thought, this is more attention than I would have gotten back home. Even more pleasant were the friendly teachers who were actually willing to, well, teach. Something I wasn't accustomed to even after having moved multiple times in my life. In fact, it wasn't just the school that shocked me. It was the community that made me feel welcome and embraced me wholeheartedly. I remember once when we were on a family trip and left an old suitcase in front of our house for the garbage collection, only to find out upon our return 4 weeks later that the garbage service didn't pick it up, thinking that we had forgotten our luggage. Then our neighbor placed it on our deck for safekeeping, and finally the mail lady moved it to our doorstep to protect it even further. I mean, seriously, who does that? While these are just a few things I will remember of Gorham, it is the exceptionally kind people I've met here who have made the most impact. As the title of this speech suggests, there are both sweet and sour moments in life. But it takes experiencing the sour in order to recognize the sweet. This is also a lesson reinforced with every bite of order number 56. Every tear shed on one of Mr. Hamill's essays was also accompanied by laughter. Every failed chemistry experiment was made worthwhile by the time we exploded a pumpkin in class. Nothing in life is perfect. Gorham may not be a big town with fancy conveniences, but it offers something most places can: kindness. While I may never be trendy or understand why dabbing is a thing, it's my time in Gorham that taught me how to laugh at myself and enjoy the simple things. From a spontaneous email just to check up on you, to something as simple as strangers greeting you as you walk down the street. Gorham really has given me a different perspective on how to live life, and I truly appreciate it. As we embark on the next phase of our lives, it's important to always remember the lessons learned and connections made here at Gorham High, because they will not only serve you well in the present, but have far-reaching effects into the future. Today is our day. Now is our moment, and we're at the verge of our new beginnings. So take the bull by the horns, live courageously, and resolve to make a positive impact, no matter how small. Congratulations to the class of 2020. We did it. And in the words of Buzz Lightyear, to infinity and beyond.
And now, our guest speaker, chosen by the class of 2020, Mr. Craig Langlois with Weeds in Your Garden.
Thanks, Jen. Just like to introduce myself to everybody here who might not know me. My name is Craig Langlois, and I'm the school nurse at Gorham Middle and High School. I'm looking around and I'm seeing a few like red, embarrassed faces out there, and it dawned on me as to why this might be. Now you see, we have a history. This group and I have a history together. You see, it was 7 long years ago in a galaxy far, far away, known as the Edward Fenn Elementary School, where I stood before you the last time and had a very good speech about something that would affect you for the rest of your lives. And it was, anybody? What was the topic?
Sex education.
Puberty! You got it, Bailey Saladino. Bailey Saladino had as much vigor back then as he does now. All right. So you can all rest assured that this will not be Puberty Chapter 2. It will not be Puberty the sequel, Puberty 2.0, or your senior year, The Revenge of Puberty. Okay? We won't be talking about pimples, periods, private parts, and blackheads. Bad breath and body odor are not on the menu. Hey, Wendy and Sue Robards, they invited a nurse up here to talk. Right? So, yeah, very good privilege. There's a few tidbits in my life, and excuse me if I walk around and talk. I'm French-Canadian. I like to talk with my hands. So, a few little tidbits in my life that have helped me throughout the years that I'd like to share with you guys tonight. And I like to call them seeds. Seeds that you sow out onto the ground, and hopefully they'll go into your minds, your garden, and grow. Okay? Take a big deep breath. The first one is take care of your body. Everybody here can tell you that your health is your most important asset you'll ever have in your life. Okay? So take care of your body. All right? If there were 2 things in the world that I could take and jam into a pill and give to everybody in the entire world, it would be exercise and laughter. Right? Dr. Beals probably agrees with me. Exercise and laughter. Okay? Well, there's probably somebody out there saying, well, Mr. Langlois, what about side effects? Every pill's got a side effect, right? So I said, okay, I brought my pills. Let's see. Possible side effects: itching, burning with urination, shortness of breath, kidney failure, explosive oh, wait a minute. No, that's my heartburn medication. Let's see. Exercise and laughter tabs. Side effects include improved health and happiness. I think you guys get the point, right? Health equals wealth. You only get one body. Be careful what you put in it, okay? Be careful what you put in it, all right? Take care of it. Your physical and mental well-being, right? Okay, invest time in it. The second thing that I'd like to talk about is always being honest, okay? And trustworthy. Honesty and trustworthy. If you want to gain somebody's respect in this world, right, you be honest and trustworthy. Nobody out there likes to be lied to. Nobody likes to be deceived. Nobody likes to be scammed. How much of that do we see in our world today, right? You could get scammed right over the telephone. It's so easy, okay? So if you're entrusted with responsibilities as you get older, you know, do what you got to do the right thing. Tell the truth. They say the softest pillow you could ever sleep on is a clean conscience, okay? You'll sleep better at night, okay? Third thing is manners and appreciation. Now you might be saying, Mr. Langlo, this is all stuff we learned in kindergarten, right? Simple stuff, but look at the state of the world that the world's in right now. I think the world could probably need a little bit more manners, show a little more appreciation for the things we have, right? You know, making eye contact when you talk with somebody. That's kind of why I like to come out here. I like to see you guys when I talk to you, right? Making eye contact, a please, a thank you, nice to meet you, have a nice day. Simple little things you can do, right, to earn people's respect and to show respect. Now, when I was writing this part about showing appreciation, two people automatically popped right into my head. Carson and Mason Robarge. I don't know if they're here. Carson and Mason, I don't think so. Okay? But these guys have this, the Robarge brothers have a very unique thing that they do. Okay? After every soccer practice, they come up to Mr. Backler, myself, and Mr. Saladino, and they say thank you after every practice and game. That just makes such a good impression on me. You know, I'm 30 years older than both of those guys, but I look to those guys as an example for myself on how to show appreciation for things. You know, it doesn't matter how young you are. You can influence people. Age doesn't matter. Okay, then the fourth thing is setting goals for yourself. Okay, that's important. You know, if you don't have goals or dreams, it's kind of like a big giant ship out at sea with no navigation system, the rudder's busted, you're just kind of out there drifting around, getting blown around by the wind and the waves. You know, you're letting everybody else kind of dictate where you go and what you do. You gotta have a plan, gotta have a purpose, gotta have direction in your life, right? So that kind of makes me think of a couple of qualities. Constant habits, developing good constant habits and a strong work ethic. A lot of people here probably know Mr. Tilton, right? Mark Tilton, where's PI? There he is. He knows Mr. Tilton. Well, Mr. Tilton helps us out with coaching basketball a lot, and Matt Saladino and I invite him over. So one time he pulls us over. He likes to call us by our nicknames. He says, "Hey, Salami, Itchy, get over here. Got something I want to tell you about commitment." And he says, he kind of walks a little hunched. He says, "Everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to go to church." And I thought of that, and I'm like, you know what? I got what he was saying. Everybody wants that lofty goal, but nobody wants to put in that sacrifice that's needed to get there. The hard work, the sacrifice. You know, sometimes, yeah, I got what he was talking about right off the bat. So one of the things that I think of when I think of hard work and just sacrifice and doing something over and over, I think of Mount Rushmore. We're at a beautiful spot. You guys have ever seen that, Mount Rushmore? You look up on that mountain, there's a beautiful, beautiful faces all polished and perfect. I did some Googling, which I'm not good with computers, but I did a little bit of Googling, and they say, a factoid, it takes 14 years. It took 14 years to complete it, from the time they first blasted to the time they finished Abraham Lincoln's left eyebrow. So, no, I don't know that, but. Anyway, and another interesting factoid they said was that there's actually room up there for 4 more presidents. There's room, so they're going to vote pretty soon to see who goes up there. So I kind of, in my own head, I said, well, I'd like to see JFK, maybe John F. Kennedy, Roosevelt, maybe. I said, maybe Ronald Reagan. But the 4th one kind of said, who can we put up there? And it came to me, boom, Carly Cordwell. Carly Sumner Cordwell. It just has a ring to it. I said, we got enough bald old guys up there. We need somebody with a good head of hair up there, right? We need somebody up there to snazz up that mountain. So, Carly, I have high hopes for you. So anyway, to get to what we were talking about with with the weeds in your garden. Now, weeds get a bad rap, right? Weeds always get a bad rap. You hear weeds, pluck them up, throw them away, burn them, get rid of them. I was walking down to my mailbox the other day, and you know, I'm walking down there, down my driveway, and I see I got a bunch of cracks in my driveway, and there's stuff growing out of the cracks. I see a nice big dandelion growing out of there. And I'm thinking, boy, I've already pulled that thing out a couple times. I probably run over it. It's probably, you know, went through the frost we had last week. And I'm thinking, wow, that thing's got some persistence. That thing's got a little resilience behind it. A wise man once said, every good garden has a few weeds in it. Okay? A lot of people think of weeds as negative things. But like Anna was saying in her speech about, you know, your imperfections are actually kind of good. Weeds have qualities that sometimes we need to exhibit in our lives. You know, those weeds are tough. You know, if I tried to grow a rose out there, that thing would wither up and die faster than you could. You know, I was looking up, I Googled also the temperature of the asphalt it was growing through. On a day like today, 82 degrees, it gets to be about 140 degrees on that hot top. And that thing's just growing away, happy as a clam, right? So, hey, some days you may have to, you know, have some weed-like qualities, because tough times are going to come. You know, that's a guarantee in life. But, yeah, remember that. Keep yourself healthy. Always be honest, trustworthy. Set goals for yourself. Use your manners. And show appreciation for everything you have. So I'd like to congratulate you guys and thank you for having me come up here to speak to you. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Langua. Forgive me while I sanitize. Alrighty, and now to the moment we have all been waiting for, the presentation of diplomas. So normally we spend hours marching down the steps to the stage, one step, stop, next step, stop, for days and days and days. But this group is such stellar performers, we're just gonna wing it. So graduates, when your name is called, please come up the center aisle, enter from here, grab your diploma, we'll say thank you, we'll congratulate you, walk down the stairs and meet the photographer on the other side. He'll snap a picture for your family and friends, and then please return to your seat. Oh, we gotta stop at the last table. My apologies. There's all kinds of goodies at that table for you as well. So, on to the most important first step. Nor be actor. Congratulations. Anna, Stacy, Robert, congratulations. That's yours. Benjamin P. Beals. Congratulations. Carly Subner Gordwell. Congratulations. This awkward. Normally I whisper in their ears. Grace P. Couture. Trevor Edward Doherty. You're okay. Congratulations. Noah R. Horton. Aiden John Gordon Fox. Joshua D. Godin. Congratulations. Olivia Lorraine Hawley. Benjamin Daniel Harmon. Sydney Lynn LeClaire. Congratulations. Madison E. Revard. It's okay, I feel it, you're fine. Congratulations. Oh, good job, Ben. Amira Gwendolyn Robertson. Emma Jade Stevenson. You got this. Michelle Watson. William O'Brien Bolak. Congratulations. Aiden Paul Booth. Emma Lucille Briggs. Congratulations. Christian K. Dislets. Aaron Ryan Edmondson. Congratulations. Nice job. Alexis Lee Fortin. Jesse Daniel LaFlamme. AJ D Landry. Christopher J. Lehman. Chase Alexander Melia. Congratulations. Bailey Ryan Saladino. Oh, again, I'm used to whispering to them, sorry. And now, we will switch the tassels. By the power vested in me by the Gorham-Randolph-Shelburne Cooperative School Board and the state of New Hampshire, I pronounce you graduates of Gorham High School. Graduates, please wait to be escorted back to your vehicles. Family and friends, thank you for your patience as we continue with our safety. The staff of Gorham Middle High School values the time when students, parents, relatives, and teachers come together to celebrate the completion of the K-12 educational experience. To the class of 2020, I applaud your perseverance. Further, I challenge you to go forward and make our world a better place. Have a safe, wonderful weekend, and congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2020. Congratulations.